Hello everybody, my name is Jared and welcome to Jar Red Gaming. Welcome back to the Excavation of Hob's Barrow. I'm really itching to just get more information about this game. The stuff that's happening is very intriguing. The story is a mystery still, and I want answers. So without further ado, let's dive straight in. And here we are at Lord Panswick's manor. We got some goat milk for the maid, and the other maid was not happy about that because he doesn't drink goat's milk. Look at these sheep.
I've no time for frolicking with the flock.
Oh, go frolic with the flock. That would be fun. Miss Tompkins.
Where is Lord Panswick?
Tell me.
Sorry, Mum. I can't talk. Miss Fenchurch is ever so mad at me.
And yet you are talking to me. Large
Some
flowers.
fine-looking flowers.
All right, let's talk to the Miss Fenchurch.
Hello there.
Bugger off, you whelp. This is private land.
How dare you address me in such a manner? Okay, can I have my pail of goat's milk back at least? Ooh, what's
That
this?
is well out of my reach.
Some sort of carving up there. Use knife on Miss Fenchurch.
Can't lower myself to such barbarity.
Maybe we just keep trying to talk to her.
I was wondering if it might be possible to speak with Lord Panswick.
Are you deaf, girl? Don't make me fetch the guards.
You have guards?
They're armed, you know.
Oh dear. Just help me out.
By Christ, you're like a dog with a bone.
I won't take no for an answer.
Do you want to get yourself shot?
Oh. No.
I can assure you the only things getting shot around here are the pheasant.
I knew it.
And perhaps the odd grouse. Lord James Panswick, at your disposal.
I knew it. Called it.
You're Lord Panswick?
As I live and breathe.
You could have told me that before.
What is life without mystery, Miss Bateman? A predictable stagger to the grave?
I was imagining someone...
Much older and far less handsome?
something like that.
See? I can read your mind, my dear.
I was expecting someone less creepy.
Now, may I ask, what brings you to my manor?
I wanted to ask if I could borrow some of your labourers.
Oh? For what purpose?
Ooh, he's not gonna let us, is he? Or he might, because I feel like he's weird.
I intend to excavate Hob's Barrow tomorrow, and I'm in need of some assistance.
An excavation? How very delightful.
Capital!
We're in the middle of our own works right this minute. Follow me, Miss Bateman.
Oh,
Come
that's
along.
right.
I promise I don't bite.
He was building a church or something. Church to what, though?
For generations, this chapel was a place of unique devotion. And this was until some of my more ungrateful ancestors forgot him and abandoned it.
Him?
Why did they abandon it?
Men of great wealth and power can grow so comfortable that they forget they still need the divine. The sacrifices required to maintain such a relationship were no longer being made. The chapel soon turned to rubble, and with time, even the villagers forgot him. His influence endured, but only with the isolated few who lived on the very fringes of these moors.
I want to know who he's referring to.
Believe it or not, my family's fortunes have dwindled ever since. Since I succeeded my father, it has become my life's work to restore this place of worship. With this sacred place rebuilt, he shall be venerated once more, and the name Panswick shall be uttered again across all of England. He guided the hands of my ancestors. Now it is time for him to guide us. Bewlay is a godless place.
Can I please ask some questions, sir?
Have you forgotten about St. Edmund's? Father Roach might disagree.
I shall bring him back to these lands, and this chapel shall be his seat once again.
Did he mention who he was and I just wasn't, listening or something?
A new world.
But it seems like you wish to bring back the past.
Some sort of pagan thing, maybe.
From out of the old world shall come the new. A greater truth, but I digress. Horace, my dear fellow.
Aye, your lordship.
This fair lady here is in need of some assistance.
Yes, remember me, the one you were mean to?
Would you and your chaps be up for a spot of digging at Hob's Barrow tomorrow?
Hob's Barrow? Aye, your lordship, 'tis no bother.
Good man, you're in luck, my dear. These are my finest, and they're all yours.
Thank you. I am grateful.
On one condition.
Oh, here it comes.
Yes?
I've heard wonders about Mary de Plancy's Bakewell puddings. I'd rather like to try them for myself.
So go get one.
Your lordship, you're giving me the help of your men in exchange for cakes.
Yes.
I mean, we don't have any money, so that's a pretty good challenge, actually.
But...
Farewell, my beauty.
I don't like him.
Wait!
He's so weird. All right, Horace.
Is his lordship joking about the Bakewell puddings?
No, miss. His lordship is a man of folly.
How ridiculous!
He treats you all right if you do what he asks.
But what if you don't do what he asks?
They have some decent equipment here. It will be more than useful for the excavation.
Aye. Hey, man on the ladder, don't fall.
Please let us get on with our toil. If you do as his
Okay.
lordship requests, we'll help you tomorrow.
Okay. Jeez, I just wanted to talk to you, get to know you a little bit. Is that such a crime? Fine, I'll leave. We'll go get some puddings. What happened to the milk?
Good day.
Oh, another strumpet looking to find her way into his lordship's bedchambers, I see.
Excuse me.
I'm nothing of the sort.
I've seen plenty of your sort before.
Oh, we need to use the knife on...
I shan't lower myself to such barbarity.
Use it quickly while she yet still draws breath. All right, I guess we'll go find us some puddings then. Oh, I wonder if she's still in the church. She's still in the church. Hey, give me your puddings.
Good day to you, pet.
Oh, still with the pet
Hello,
thing.
Mrs. Duplancy.
Puddings,
Do you
please.
still have some of your homemade Bakewell puddings, Mrs. Duplancy?
Oh, you're too late, pet.
No!
I've a few left, but they're set aside for someone else.
Lord Panthwick, by chance?
Might you please be able to bake me some more?
Sorry, I'm not in the mood for baking.
Excuse me, you're an old lady. You're always in the mood for baking.
Truth be told, my dear husband Albert passed away recently.
Oh.
My thoughts are all over the shop.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Aye, he's in God's hands now.
Were you married to Albert a long time?
Aye, too many years to count. He were the cobbler here in Bewlay. The most dashing cobbler in all of England, I used to tell him. Love is precious, pet. There's nought that can replace the hole it leaves in your heart.
I can relate to that in my own way. I wish you strength in this difficult time.
Thank you. With God's blessing, I'll get by.
So, about them puddings.
May I ask who you have set aside the puddings for?
Oh,
It's for Father Roach, isn't it?
Father Roach. He won't be back until tomorrow.
Then he won't miss them.
Won't they be off by then?
Not at all.
Oops.
Besides, pet, as I told you, I'm not in the mood for all this baking chatter.
I don't care, old woman. I have needs.
Sorry, Mrs. Duplancy. Thanks for your time.
Lord be with you.
Okay, so, I mean, it's gotta be the basket, right? Don't we supposed to sneak off with the basket somehow? Well, alright. That has left me with nowhere. She doesn't wish to speak to me, and I can't take the basket. Can we go find the grave? Is it the fresh grave? Oh, it is. Grave digger. We've met you before, I think.
Hello. What can you tell me about Lord Panswick?
Naught to say, except don't be sniffing around his lordship's manor. You'll end up with a round of shot in you.
I beg your pardon?
You heard me. Just mind your own business around here.
Goodbye.
Is that a threat?
Ta-ra.
That sounded like a threat to me. This must be
The
the
simple
grave.
wooden cross bears a small plaque on which is inscribed the name Albert Duplancy.
Relative, are you?
No, just looking.
He were the cobbler.
I know, thanks.
Who's going to mend me boots now?
I don't like this grave digger. Can you tell me about
Does
the
this
grave?
fresh grave belong to Mrs. Duplancy's late husband?
Aye.
Rather bare, isn't it?
My job is to dig the graves, not decorate them.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra.
Goodness gracious. I mean, I don't know what information. I don't know how that helps me in my endeavors, but maybe she wants me to do something.
Good day to you, pet.
Hello, Mrs. Duplancy. I saw your late husband's grave, Mrs. Duplancy. I am very sorry for your loss.
Thank you, pet. I'm ashamed to say I couldn't afford nought more than a simple wooden cross.
Oh, it's better than nothing. I've got no money. I wouldn't be able to afford nothing.
You were a colourful man, our Albert. He deserves better. He loved his flower beds. He's only been gone a fortnight, and already his plants have gone to rot. May the Lord forgive me.
Plants are difficult to maintain. I'm sure Albert would understand.
His precious hippeastrum were the first to go.
Hippeastrum, you
I
say?
would have loved to lay one on his grave.
What does a hippeastrum flower look like?
Oh, beautiful things they are.
That does not help me.
Tall stems topped with large red flowers.
Okay.
Hard to grow in this climate. They were his pride and joy. the remarkable thing is there's no scent to 'em. That's why he loved 'em so much. You see, he hated anything that smelled sickly sweet.
That's why he hated to smell me.
Hippiastrum were just perfect. Let me know if you come across one, won't you?
Of course, Mrs. Duplancy.
Of course I
Thanks
won't.
for your time.
Unless you give me a pudding, old woman.
Lord be with you.
So a large, long-stemmed red flower with no scent is what we're looking for. Okay, the only flowers I can think of are the ones that are down here or at Panswick Manor. Red flowers? Do they smell?
These smell rather strong. They can't be the scentless flower Mrs. Duplancy wants.
Negative. I mean, there were some flowers at Panswick Manor. Maybe we have to go back there. Look at these large red flowers. This old maid ain't gonna
These
let us
match the
take them.
description of the flowers Mrs. Duplancy mentioned.
I'm just gonna take one. She'll definitely let me.
There's no scent.
You get away from my hippiastrum.
Ah, apologies.
Move!
Oh, God.
That confirms it.
Of course, this wretched maid is the one in between us. Maybe we can get Miss Tompkins to do something.
Good day.
Hello.
I really need one of those hippiastrum flowers.
Do we actually really need one?
Why?
It's a long story. Might you please be able to get one for me? Or distract Miss Fenchurch so I can take one?
Those flowers are Miss Fenchurch's favourites. She spends hours looking after
I
them.
only want one. You're gonna do it, aren't you? Oh, she
Sorry,
caught you.
Mom. It's just that I'm so worried about Mr. Ambrose.
Was that the milkman?
The milkman?
Aye. We were to run away together today.
Oh.
I see.
I'm worried sick that he stood me up.
Oh.
Without Mr. Ambrose, this job is all I have. I can't risk losing it over a flower.
That's fair. That's actually really fair.
I'm sorry, Miss Tompkins. I still haven't seen him.
Do you think he's abandoned me?
I'm sure that's not the case. He must have been delayed somewhere.
Could you try to find him for me, Mum? Oh, please, Mum. I'd do anything for you if you found my love.
I can try.
Oh, thank you. You're ever so kind, Mum.
Do you know where he was going?
What does Mr. Ambrose look like?
Or what he looks like?
He's got brown hair.
Oh, thanks. It's like everybody.
I'm afraid I'll need a bit more to go on.
Sorry, Mum. I'm too upset.
Seriously? You want me to find him, but you're too upset to tell me what he looks like?
Please find him, won't you?
Hey, stop your nattering and get back to your sweeping!
Sorry, Miss
God.
Fenchurch.
Let's just sweep the dirt onto me. Thanks for nothing. Maybe Miss Fern... I don't want to ask her, but maybe she knows.
Those flowers. May I please take one?
Are you deaf and daft? Bugger off!
I didn't want to ask about the flowers. I wanted to ask about Mr. Ambrose. Okay, maybe someone else knows more about Mr. Ambrose, since the maid here is too upset, too distraught to tell me. I mean, I suppose if you were going to get lost anywhere, it might be the moors. It seems like a dangerous place. Oi, man!
Good day.
Hello there.
Let's introduce let's introduce ourselves first.
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Ralph. Not seen you around before.
Ralph.
I'm just visiting.
Do you know Mr. Ambrose?
Do you know Mr. Ambrose, the milkman?
I do, yes.
Have you any idea where he might be?
He is usually here by now.
So I heard.
He normally arrives via the road to the east of Bewlay.
East.
Thank you.
Okay. Can you help me with an excavation?
I'm looking for some help
don't
with
need
an
it, but-
excavation tomorrow. Might you be interested?
Sorry, miss. I've already got my own job.
I kind of figured.
Thanks for
All
your
right,
time.
thanks. I'll try to go east. Oh, but not before we have a nice little flashback. Ah!
There we are. Your shells are looking much more interesting now. I pestered Mother for years to let me bring some of your treasures here. I think she's worried that I want to follow in your path. She has hidden most of your discoveries away.
Oh.
I had to beg her to bring me to visit you, you know. I shouldn't worry you with all that. Do you know that I have a story for each of these pots? Well, I don't know if they're all true, but they are my memories. Even though I was so young, I still remember our adventures together. Would you like me to share my memories of them? Well, I'm going to, whether you like it or not.
He's probably just like, God, take me now, please. What about this pottery shard?
You were incredibly excited about this one. I hadn't gone on an expedition with you yet. You were so happy about it, showing it to Mother and I. You didn't stop talking about it for hours. I thought, how can Daddy be so excited over some old broken pottery? But it wasn't long until I understood.
What about the broken urn? Tell me about that one.
I think you brought this one back from a trip abroad. I would have loved to go with you, but Mother didn't want me to.
Mother sounds like a horrible woman.
I remember you being so proud of it. It looks ancient.
And this
Mother
one?
was so angry when you brought this one home, wasn't she? William, that simply will not do. It's taking up all the space on the mantelpiece. Once you moved it to your study, I remember creeping in to take a peek at it.
She does sound a tiny urn.
This is
Ooh.
from the first dig I remember you taking me on. The excavation of West Kennet Long Barrow.
Oh.
I found it wedged behind a stone as you ate your sandwich.
Nom nom nom.
You said, "Now there's a tiny urn for a tiny girl." We found this one together in that mucky old barrow near Avebury. I think it was the second time you'd taken me on a dig with you. I remember you bringing it up to your face to look inside and shrieking in horror. "There's a bloody rat in there," you screamed. I almost forgot. While I was searching for your pots in the shed, I found one of your manuscripts. I thought Mother had burnt all your notebooks, but she missed one.
I'm curious why she would do that.
It was an account of barrows across the east of England. I managed to read it all before Mother took it away. Daddy, it was fascinating. I've decided that is what I want to do with my life. I'm going to travel the country, excavating and documenting my own finds. Well, as soon as I'm old enough to escape Mother, that is. When you're feeling better, we can go out on expeditions together again, just like we used to. I promise you'll get better, Daddy. I'll do whatever it takes to make it so.
Oh, don't look at me. Very sad and tragic. Very sad and tragic indeed. All right, let's go east. We are going east.
There's something ahead on the road.
Uh-oh. Is it the Mint Command? He almost made it, if that's him.
My God!
Oh, what in the heck? Oh, my. Hi. You okay, dude?
Mr. Ambrose,
Can we help him?
I'm going to help you.
Yes, we have a knife. Cut those... whatever. Knife, quick. Grab the knife.
Please hold still. I'm going to cut you free.
What in the world?
He had been so tightly bound that I could barely cut through without hurting him further. His mouth was stuffed full of flowers of a most peculiar scent. I was dismayed at such savagery and wondered if the feral folk Father Roach had mentioned were responsible for this abhorrent act.
Probably
After
not.
some considerable effort, I managed to cut him free. Are you all right?
Damn, I don't think he is. I think he's probably been there for a while.
Who were lost in visions of hell itself. The devil. I saw the devil.
Who did this to you?
I don't remember.
What do you mean you don't remember?
Oh, the terrible sights I saw. I won't forget them till my last breath.
Are you Mr. Ambrose?
Yes. Edward Ambrose.
You were to meet Miss Tompkins today.
Aye, my love. Oh, my darling love.
Let me take you to her. Here, take my hand.
Let's go. Follow me.
As we made the arduous trek to Panswick Manor, I probed Mr. Ambrose on who had done this to him. He insisted that he didn't remember anything, except for his nightmarish visions.
Mr. Ambrose is hiding something, isn't he? I got a surprise for you.
My love.
Eddie!
Oh, the old maid's not going to be
Jesus,
happy
what
about
happened
this.
to you? Were you in a fight?
Now, fret not, my love.
I thought you'd abandoned me.
Never. Thank your friend here for helping me out of a bind.
Oh, Eddie.
Let's get out of here, my darling.
Hang on.
One last thing.
You thieving bint!
What are you going to do about it?
I'll have your guts for garters!
Oh, stick it where the sun don't shine, you bitter old sow.
Yeah, you tell her. You tell her.
The cheek!
Yeah, get out of
you are,
here.
Mum.
Thank you, Miss Tompkins.
No, thank you for finding my poor Eddie.
Aye, thank you, lass.
Let's go, Eddie. I'm never setting foot on this godforsaken estate again.
Yes, go live your dreams. Live your
Good
life.
luck, you two.
Let's go give this flower to the old woman so that she'll give us some puddings. Old woman, I've got the flower for you.
I have something for you.
You found him. Oh, you dear child. Let's take them straight to Albert. You'll come with me, won't you?
Only if you give me your pudding.
Of course, Mrs. Duplancy.
We'll hold human decency as hostage till I get those puddings. Oh, it's raining.
You know, the things I miss most about him are the things that used to annoy me. The click of his jaw as he chewed his sandwiches, leaving his tools all around the house, the way he'd never back down from an argument.
Oh, it's so sad.
He's just quiet at home now.
Damn.
Silence.
That's gotta be the worst part about living with someone for your whole life, and then one passes away and you're just there in the silence. I can't even imagine.
The funny thing is, that's what he always craved. Peace and quiet. He were a good man, our Albert.
Sounds like he was. I'm so sorry.
Do you fear death, pet?
It's the part in between that concerns me most.
Whatever do you mean?
Life. Mrs. Duplancy, life.
My father had an accident many years ago. Ever since, he's been in a state where he can neither speak nor move.
Oh, that does sound dreadful. I'm sorry, pet.
I believe his mind to still be active, but perhaps this is the worst of all fates. To be trapped in one's own body and unable to express oneself while the world continues around you. That is what I fear.
Maybe he'll get better one day.
I'd do anything to make it so. Those flowers look beautiful.
They do. Albert will be smiling down on us. Pet, I left me basket inside the church.
You did you?
You'll find some Bakewell puddings in there. You can have them.
Oh,
I insist. You've brought an ounce of happiness into my day, dear. It's only just that I return some.
Thank you, Mrs. Duplancy.
And screw Father Roach, he ran off to God knows where.
To be truthful with you, I was saving him for myself. I shouldn't be so selfish. Lord forgive me.
You're nothing of the sort.
I'll stay here with Albert a bit longer. You go back to your day, pet. Lord be with you.
And you, Mrs. Duplancy.
And now it's raining, which is nice. Time to get us some pudding. Give me those puddings, give me those puddings. Do we get the basket as well? Or just
Here
the puddings?
they are.
Bakewell puddings. Look at that. All right, let's go. Let's go give them to Mr. Pinsweeth. Oh, you're waiting in the rain.
vision returns.
Oh, here's this weird dude again.
I come bearing gifts.
Freshly baked gifts?
Yes.
Fresh baked. Ugh.
3 of Mrs. Duplancy's famous Bakewell puddings.
Oh, you are an amusing creature, Thomasina.
Amusing? Like a clown?
What do you mean?
You must think me a scoundrel of the highest order for asking you to undertake such folly. Of course, I would have lent you my men either way. I merely desired an excuse to share a cake with you.
We're standing in the rain, sir.
Lord Panswick.
I take no pleasure in watching you scurry about Bewlay to fulfill my every whim. Or do I?
Oh, I hate this guy.
I do not find this amusing in the slightest. You have no idea what I had to go through to get these for you.
Oh, I do. And that's what I admire about you. Tenacity. Even in the face of something you know to be absurd. You don't give up, do you?
Never.
Never. Though in this case, I ought to have.
Now then, will you share one of these tempting confections with me?
Let's not. Now is not the time.
Now is not the time, Lord Panswick.
You disappoint me. It would seem you don't find the rain quite as romantic as I do. Perhaps tomorrow, after your triumphant excavation of Hob's Barrow.
Perhaps.
I hope staleness doesn't descend upon them in the meantime. Still, my word is my bond. Come with me to the chapel. I shall inform the chaps of their duties.
Thank you.
I really don't like this guy. I don't know what his game is. Is he just a weird rich dude, or is he just
Chaps, listen
something
up.
else?
You're to assist Miss Bateman's excavation tomorrow. What time, Miss Bateman?
Early morning, if you don't mind.
We'll be there whenever you need us, miss.
Hob's Barrow, on the Bryden estate, if I'm not mistaken.
We'll be there.
Take your tools with you. Miss Bateman will need every assistance we can provide her with.
It's no bother.
Splendid!
Thank you, lads.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll see you later, my dear.
Thank you, Lord
I
Panswick.
hope not.
We're finishing up here, miss. See you tomorrow morning, all right?
Certainly. I appreciate your help.
Hooray! Are we finally gonna get to excavate the daggum barrow? Oh, it's getting dark.
Well, that's a relief to have my crew assembled for tomorrow. It's getting dark and cold. Time to head back to the plough and furrow.
Can't we just go in
I
here?
fear Miss Fenchurch might come at me with her pots and pans. It's best I stay out here.
Oh, not good things happen when it starts getting dark and cold in this place. The sheep are still out though, so that's the thing. Are we gonna run into anyone along the way? Anything weird gonna happen? Is the sky gonna turn pink and purple or whatever? Doesn't seem like it is yet. Ooh, the town is foggy though. Alright, seems like we're making it there unaccosted. I'm sure the barman will have something to say to us.
Evening, Miss Bateman.
Yes, hello, Mr. Kemp.
Good evening, Stanley.
Are you...
Your lordship.
You followed me here?
Stanley, my good man.
To what do we owe the pleasure of your visit, your lordship?
I've come to wish Miss Bateman good fortune for her grand excavation tomorrow. I'm really rather curious as to what she might turn up.
As am I, your lordship.
An exciting time for Bewlay. Wouldn't you agree, Stanley?
Oh, yes, your lordship. Very, very exciting.
My dear, please, allow me the pleasure of buying you a drink. A welcome antidote to the wind's bite. Wouldn't you say, Stanley?
Yes, indeed, your lordship.
Oh, Mr. Kemp, you're just a yes man. Well, we don't want to be rude, but I don't like him. But what's one drink? Oh, I have a bad feeling. I think we should keep our head clear.
No thanks.
Miss Bateman, you're no fun.
I don't like you.
I should keep a clear head for tomorrow.
Good thinking. In that case, I shall bid thee the fondest of farewells. May you conquer Hob's Barrow and find all that you desire.
Thank you, your lordship.
I've reminded my chaps they're to meet you at Hob's Barrow in the morning.
Thank you again, Lord Panswick.
Till we meet again, faites des beaux rêves.
Yeah.
Mr. Shoulder.
Your lordship?
Very strange. That was a very strange encounter. Why would he come all the way over here and then just leave so easily?
Hello again, Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Bateman?
I've recruited the help of some local labourers to help with the excavation.
Marvellous. When do we start?
Tomorrow morning, first thing.
Wonderful.
Can I count on your assistance?
Of course. I'll meet you here at the plough and furrow.
All right then.
Thank you for your time.
Aye, Miss Bateman. I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
Aye, as am I.
You've changed your tunes, Stanley. An exciting time for Bewlay.
Yes, he did change his tune quite a bit.
I thought you didn't want me to excavate Hob's Barrow.
Well,
I like to kiss the royal booty, though.
what can I get you?
I'm fine for now, thank you.
Mr. Kemp, and here I was starting to like you, and suddenly you change like this. Oh, Mr. Tillett. Oh, he's blasted.
Sina,
Arthur?
I've remembered something.
Oh?
What is it, Arthur?
Not here. Meet me outside, in the alley.
Oh, I don't know about that. I hope he doesn't try to do something. We should let someone know that we're going out there. Just saying. This is a bad idea.
What is it?
First of all, I must apologize to you. That night we met, when I vanished.
Yes?
Well, there were a man in the loo. A hooded man. He threatened me with a beating if I told you anything about what I saw.
Oh.
Oh, Arthur, that's terrible. What did you see?
That's the thing. I hadn't the foggiest idea what he were on about. It with a drink, you see. I'm an embarrassment, Thomasina.
No, you're not, Arthur.
Here's what I need to tell you. I've remembered what he were on about.
Oh?
Standing in the woods today, I knew there was something. I waited. I concentrated. And it finally came back to me.
Please, you're keeping me in some serious suspense here.
Seriously, I mean, you're only drunk.
All right. It were a couple of days before I met you.
Oh, this is a really popular spot in the woods, apparently. Mr. Tillett? Oh, it's
Hurry now,
Panswick.
Leonard.
Leonard's shoulder.
I'm not as quick as I used to be. This leg is getting worse by the day.
Yes. I'm constantly made aware of your failing health. Do not fear. You said he has promised you the reward of your returned strength.
What?
Aye,
and it can't come soon enough.
Are you sure that it must be her blood?
Who? Her?
Aye, she's family.
And she gets here in 2 days.
She's family?
Aye.
She's talking about me? Or Thomasina, I mean?
We must bring her to the site as soon as she arrives.
No, your lordship, with all due respect, we've been through this. We need to ease her into the idea. She would laugh in our faces if we just asked for it.
Who said we would ask?
He told me that she needs to give it willingly.
This little scheme of yours better work, Leonard.
It will, your lordship. We've got the perfect bit.
What?
Wait.
Seriously?
Who goes there? Did you hear something?
I'm hiding in the bushes. Oh dear. Oh, for the love of...
A moonlight tryst. After something, are you, Mr. Tillett?
Your lordship, let me...
Save your words, you drunken wretch. Off you go, skedaddle.
Skedaddle.
Don't make me ask twice.
Oh, I really don't like this guy.
I do wish you wouldn't spend so much time with that fool. It's beneath a woman of your standard. It's sad, really. That dog urine they serve here has rather pickled the man's brain.
You're being most unfair to him. Mr. Tillett is a nice man.
Come now. I shall bid thee adieu once more, for I do not wish for this to come between us. All the very best wishes for your excavation tomorrow, my dear.
Thanks.
How does he always know where we are? Like, how would he have even known we were back here? Because even though I thought we should have told someone where we were going, we didn't tell anyone where we were going. How did he know where we were? This is quite troubling. Oh, nice. I can barely understand him. I can barely hear him over the guitar. There's no subtitles for some reason. Am I supposed to do something here? Oh, what is this? What is this, purple? Or is it pink? It's purple and it's pink. Okay. That was quite strange. Oh, another rainy, restless night. Is someone gonna come in my room again? Or are we just... Oh, here we are. Back here, are we gonna go meet the goblin? Or someone new? Ah, the goblin, hello. Yes, hi.
So, Thomasina, the journal proves I'm telling you the truth, does it not?
It does.
Good. Now listen. I can help him again. We can help him. Together.
How?
All those years ago, your father entered this barrow with the goal of binding me within it. All because the people of Bewlay had gotten it into their heads that Sack's not what cause of their plight.
Are you him?
I tell you, Thomasina, we're not. Your father botched his incantation, leaving me in this weakened state, stuck in this limbo. As for him, well, you know how he ended up.
This doesn't sound right. Incantations. My father is a man of...
You don't know your father, Thomasina. How old were you? A child of not even 5, 6 years? You need to enter this barrow and undo what your father did. The spell must be undone. Then not only will I regain my strength, but your father will too.
But how do I...
Blood. The truest symbol of life and death. It's the life which flows within you. But it's also death once it escapes.
I don't understand.
Worry not how you'll undo what's been done. When the time comes, you'll know exactly what to do. Time is short. Your father and I grow weaker by the hour. Go. Save your father.
I don't... Oh, the third day incantamentum. That's what the game used to be called. Nice that they kept the old name as one of the chapters. What in the world? I don't know who to trust. That's a strange goblin, Penswick. Leonard's shoulders clearly in cahoots
I must undo what has been done.
Should we? Are you sure?
Father, I'm coming.
You sound brainwashed suddenly. Alright guys, well I think that's going to be a good place to stop this video. We're getting closer and closer to actually excavating this dadgum barrow. The plot continues to thicken and the mysteries continue to stack upon themselves. I am quite anxious to see how things unfold. I hope you guys have been enjoying this so far. If you have, please leave a like and a comment. Give me your thoughts. What do you think's happening? What do you think's gonna happen? Let me know in the comments. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. And as always, thank you so very much for watching. You've been awesome. Let's play again soon, and I'll see you in the next video.